During the years I 35 meters was married to my ex-wife 32F. Her parents were an incredible source of support for us. They stepped up to provide childcare for our kids when they were younger. And they did it freely. They never asked for money or used the favor to manipulate us. For them, in their culture, it was simply what grandparents did. Conveniently, they also live right next to the school bus stop in the area. This was a massive help. On days when my work schedules prevented us from picking up the kids, they would collect them and babysit until we could get there. The relationship was, and still is, strong. They absolutely adore our children and their other grandkids. Our kids get to see their grandparents and cousins a ton, which has always felt like a win-win for everyone involved. Unfortunately, things became complicated after the divorce. My ex-wife quickly asserted that her parents were an extension of her. This meant that if she didn't approve of their help specifically regarding pickups or babysitting, her words would be final. Despite the divorce, I remain in contact with my former in-laws. They are always cordial to me and still include me in family events. Whenever I have custody of the kids and they express a desire to see their mother's side of the family, I always facilitate it. It seems clear that my ex-wife's family truly doesn't want to get in the middle of our ongoing drama. My own personal support system is nearly non-existent locally. It amounts to my mother, who lives too far away to help on short notice and, critically, would absolutely weaponize favors and hold them over my head if she helps. The emergency and conflict. The first incident. About a month ago, I had a work emergency. I texted my ex-wife, asking if her parents could handle the pickup on a day I had custody. She reluctantly agreed, but stressed me out by immediately adding, "Get your own support system. Stop relying on my family." Because of her stressed and aggressive response, I panicked. I dipped out of work early, knowing full well I would get written up. I managed to pick up the kids myself without needing my former in-law's help. But the stress and disciplinary action had a lasting effect. The second incident. Recently, I had another emergency. Since I was already on disciplinary probation for leaving early the previous time, I simply could not afford to leave work in time to get my kids. Desperate and panicked, I chose to bypass my ex-wife and texted my former in-laws directly, asking if they could pick up and watch the kids. They were fine with it and helped immediately. However, my ex was furious that I had gone over her head. The justification. In that critical, time-sensitive moments, I felt it was far more important to guarantee the safety and pickup of my children than to use my ex as an intermediary who might or might not be willing to let her parents help me in a crisis.